welcome back to another episode of You Reaching or Teaching. I'm your host, Derek.
And I'm your boy, Aaron.
And this is episode 14. Welcome back. Thank you all for continuing to come back, listen to the podcast, watch the show. Greatly appreciate it. How you feeling today, my boy?
Today, I'm feeling better today. You say that.
Good today?
Yeah. It's been a bit of a roller coaster, you know. I don't know if you saw the news or not with my university.
Oh, the 15, what was it, like 15 programs that was being cut?
15 programs
and
being cut. Like 60 people was fired.
Yeah.
Bruh. Wow.
Like, what is this financial stuff that's happening with the school?
Yeah. I don't know the full story, but all I was told was that the school had an ultimatum. Either we shut the school down or you cut a bunch of stuff and fire people. And it was like, well, you know what? Guess we gotta fire some people.
Guess we gotta get rid of niggas.
Yep. They fired 4 VPs.
Damn.
12 programs, undergrad, 5 for grad school. My program canceled, thank God. Over 60 people was fired. Like, everyone from a VP to a student worker was fired. Like, people in the dining hall were fired. It's just like, God.
Is that something you seen coming, or was that unexpected?
It was unexpected because basically what I was told was people had someone come by their office and knock on the door. I'm like, hey, yeah, you got to get all this shit out here by 5 o'clock. But, yeah, they terminated your job. That's crazy. And
I hate when that happens.
Like, let's say you in there, you just eating lunch. Like, you didn't even bite into your sandwich yet.
Hey, don't even take that last bite. Go ahead and get your shit up.
Yeah, come on now.
That's fucked up.
It is. It's wild. So, but I'm still waiting on stuff for me because it's like, I'm waiting on my award package from financial aid to see what money I can get to cover for these classes and hopefully some extra. And I'm like, well, damn, what's going on with that? And not even just me, other students. Like, even the
Are you a GA or are you a official employee?
I'm a GA.
Okay, got you.
Because it's like, even the whole bookstore staff got fired.
Damn.
I'm like, you know, people got summer classes.
That's what niggas don't read.
You need people in the bookstore. Damn. What we gonna put in there? Wear clothes sign? Temporarily?
Damn.
God, you gonna leave it open, but like, yeah, no sales. You can come look, but Lord have mercy. It's a time, bro. Like, they even canceled work last Friday. They said, yeah, everybody just go home. Everybody need a break. Mental health day. Boom. Mental health day. Also, it's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Shout out to all the men counselors out there, therapists out there. If you are a man who's struggling with mental health, please seek help. BetterHelp is a great option, as well as find what is available in your area. Once again, it is Men's Mental Health Month. Facts.
We just passed Memorial Day weekend. You had a good Memorial Day weekend?
Nah. Nah. I wish I could say I did. Nah.
Do anything? Just chill for the most part?
Dealt with bull. You know, I'm not going to say the other part. I'm trying to keep YouTube clean. Dealt with some mess. That was about it.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately. But I know other people who did, so I'm happy for y'all.
Nah, cool. Yeah, I had a family reunion on my dad's side. Well, shoot, on both sides for real, but I went to my dad's one. Mm-hmm. They both was on the same day, but it was a good weekend seeing family. And of course, you always see people that you've never seen before. Yeah. Even if they're around your age. I'm like, huh? Mm-hmm. You my cousin? I said, yeah.
And you know, man, I was talking to one of my cousins about this. I said, our family, we ain't never having a family reunion again. And he said, why not? I said, bro, ever since COVID, that shut that shit down because a lot of my family is older people.
And they're afraid to be around people.
Yeah, I'm like, so I said, unless we plan something, which ain't gonna happen. I said, I'll text you. I'll see you when I see you, but that ain't never happening again.
Damn. I hope we get back to it though. I think it's fun. The family get together, cause I know we gonna get this thing started.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always see posters where it's like it's the it's cookouts starting to go away. For this generation, and I ain't a cooker myself, but if you having it, hey, just let me know, and I'll pull up on you.
But you gonna bring something?
I bring the hot dogs, the pit on the stone, the hamburger and stuff.
You'll supply.
I contribute.
Okay.
I'll contribute, but I ain't gonna be the one on the grill. You know what I'm
about to
saying?
say, you can't just be no plate. You can't be no plate vulture.
Nah, but I can.
You can.
I can. Shit, you got it's free. I bet I'll be there,
bro. Have you ever been to a family reunion where you get charged?
Hell no, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go,
bro. I've been to 2 family reunions. It was $20 for a ticket.
Not necessarily charged, but we would to help, make the event successful. People would maybe pay like $10, and that includes getting all the food, the shirts, and everything of that nature, but not pay just not for entry.
No. There was an entry fee for one of my favorite reunions. I was like, so we're going? And it was like, yeah, we already paid. Y'all kind of dumb for that. I'm not going to pay to see my family. I hate to say it like that. I'm not. An entrance fee to say hey to a relative I ain't seen in 10 years?
Yeah, I forgot your name and everything.
Don't you remember me?
No.
I don't.
That's how it be, bro.
God.
But we got a good show for y'all.
Yeah.
We got a good show for y'all. Get into some WNBA topics. I know put out a poll last week, I believe, Mount Rushmore, WNBA. We're going to get into NBA playoffs, of course, NBA finals, some Bronny talk, of course. So got a good show for y'all. I did want to ask you a question, though. I was thinking of...
I'm ready.
I was seeing just pretty much they was going, since the finals is coming up, it was, posting the highlights of different finals, probably starting back from like 11, well, shoot, before that. But one of the highlights was, the 08 finals, Celtics, Lakers. And I was looking at, because a lot of people give Kendrick Perkins, flag for just him being him. But I believe his better days was on the Celtics.
Yeah.
But when he got to OKC, that was a little different.
Yeah.
So he was a viable piece for the Celtics during that time. And I was thinking, do you think Perk's role on the 08 Celtics was more or less viable than Looney's role on the 2022 Warriors?
I personally gonna go with Looney on that one, just because he contributed more on both ends. Okay. For me, I think that he contributed more on both ends because it felt like some of those games, against the Celtics in that series, were elevated because of his play. Because let's be real, Clay really won't. I'm not gonna say he wasn't Clay, but he wasn't that efficient. Right. Andrew Wiggins picked up the slack where he was. Draymond was Draymond, but I think that Looney was a bigger contributor in 2022 than Perk was in 08. Gotcha. Now, Perk was vital in 08. He was vital in 08, but it's like I would give him a B+. I give Looney an A-.
Okay. Yeah, because I was looking, I was like, who? Because I was seeing him play, and I was like, it reminds me of somebody. I was like, I think I can compare him. I can compare his role to like Looney a little bit. They wasn't like the big, big three on the teams that they were on, but they played a good role.
It was significant
in the championship that they got. So absolutely, I was like, I can see that comparison.
I can too.
But let's see. Congrats to Coach Tyronn Lue. Got the long-term extension for the Clippers. So congrats to him. I think it's well deserved. I still think the Clippers need to still fix that team overall.
They do.
I think Kawhi got his extension last year. Paul George is seeking one, and I think James Harden, he'll be a free agent.
Yeah, he'll be a free agent.
I'm not sure about Russ or not.
No.
I think he might be, because I'm not sure if he was doing.
No, he is a free agent because his 2 years is up.
Yeah, so he'll be a free agent too. So, would you keep that team together, or would you move some of them around?
To be completely honest, I'm blowing it up. I hate to say it, because if I'm Philly, I'm going after Paul George. I think that'll be a good fit for him. Because might as well. He brings better defense than Tobias Harris, better shooting and scoring than Tobias Harris. And Tobias might as well go back to LA. Like, you were good there. And I personally think that system would be better for him too. So y'all really just trading places. Mm-hmm. Hell no. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna say hell no to James Harden because I will be honest, and he was better on the Clippers than what I thought. Yeah, he was better on the Clippers than what I thought. But the only thing with him is he just gonna show up in the postseason? That's always the thing with James Harden because Kawhi is hurt. We know Russ gonna be there, but also looking at the other pieces there, what else can we do? You know, Norman Powell is a good piece to the team. PJ Tucker is just there. Let's be real, he's just taking up a seat. So that team has a lot of work to do, but the first priority I'm looking at is Harden. I'm like, okay, he wasn't a problem for the team, but we stopped playing Bones Highland because of him. We lessened Terrence Mann's role because of him. We lessen Russ's role because of him. So it's like, are we willing to do that for another few seasons to try to compete? Yeah. So that's like the big question.
Yeah. You got to think, man. Because when did Kawhi, that was 2020, right? Kawhi and PG went to Clippers. Mm-hmm. So they've been together for a while. Yeah. And no results. I think a couple first round exits. Yeah. And things of that nature. I think they probably made it to the West Conference Finals. Yeah, they went to the Conference Finals. But we don't see anything for it. So I think it's like you said. I think they need a. If not necessarily, I wouldn't say blow it up, but they definitely need to move some pieces. Okay, yeah, they definitely need to move some pieces around. If I had to get rid of one, I mean, they already gave Kawhi the extension, so. Damn. I would. Damn, that's a good one.
You think they could get Siakam? Because he a free agent.
He a free agent too. I don't think Indiana gonna get rid of him though. Nah. I think he was a good key piece, but they of course they probably need one more too. I'll move away from Turner for real. Miles Turner.
Yeah, I would.
Oh no, yeah. But if I had to pick between like Harden or Russ might have to move around.
But where would he go though?
That's a good question.
Because the teams who could use him are either trash teams or close to playoff teams. Like they could be. They're like the 9th, 10th seed. Because I could see him going to Charlotte, but what he gonna do there besides just be another name? Yeah. Could he be? Because Terry Rozier gone, so your scoring guard is gone. Your other scoring guard is gone. LaMelo always hurt, so he could actually be beneficial for it, realistically. Yeah. But where they gonna be at? The 12th seed?
I'm about to say, but Russ got to go to I don't see Russ in a small market. Yeah.
Because Charlotte's a small market. Yeah, you're right.
I don't see him in a small market, so. Shit. New York probably accept him. Yeah. The Knicks.
I could see him being the 6th man there.
I'm just trying to figure out what, because his energy. Mm-hmm. Like I think his energy goes well, like you said, with Miami, because they maybe get rid of Butler. Yeah. I know it's saying Philly may be looking at him as well,
and the Warriors.
Warriors are looking at him as well, so Miami could be one. But I don't know, man. I wouldn't keep them 4.
No, I wouldn't.
They have to get younger. Yeah. And get some good role players over there. Bring Jordan Clarkson back to LA. Mm-hmm.
Jordan Clarkson will be good for the Clippers.
Somebody like him. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's a free agent or not, but I'm just trying to think of some younger players.
That's not a bad move. I think Lauri Markkanen and him would be good on the Clippers. Yeah. Yeah, they really would be good on the Clippers because you got Lauri Markkanen like a 6'11" small forward.
Yeah.
But you can put him at the 4 too. Jordan Clarkson can give you that same energy like Russ, but he's a better shooter.
Yeah.
So that replaces not using Bones Highland anymore. So you're not wasting a roster spot.
And he's a bucket too, for real.
But Bones? Yeah, he is.
Of course, I think he still needs to be more disciplined with his playmaking. Yeah. But I like the kid for real.
But that's his thing. He's a scoring point guard.
Yeah.
He's not a facilitator.
He's not a facilitator. I like him though.
Yeah, I think that should be. I think that should be the move. Lauri Markkanen,
Clarkson, Russ, maybe. Shoot, Zubac.
Yeah, shoot, a 3-team trade between Charlotte, Utah, and the Clippers.
Yeah, they got to move around.
Yep.
Wizards named their new head coach, who was the interim head coach at the time, Brian Kiffey. Mm-hmm. Bronny, let's go ahead and get to Bronny. Let's get Bronny out the way.
All right, I'm sick of y'all.
Alright, for those that don't know, Bronny, he's not going back to college. He's waiving his eligibility for that, staying in the draft. He's only working out with 2 teams, Lakers and Suns, which I think he probably already did both. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
But he was invited for 10 teams, but he declined those workouts. Rich Paul went on to say he's not doing any 2-way deals with Bronny. So, I mean, when you think about this class, it's not the best. No, it's not the best at all. So it's going to be a lot of development players in this draft class. Mm-hmm. So I'm not. He probably know what's best because he's been in that field. But, just me looking in, I don't know if that's the best thing. Like, I don't think there's nothing wrong with being a two-way player. If you need a development, you need a development. Exactly. Yeah, and you're gonna still get the NBA workouts that you need, and you have the resources and the access to other things because of who you are and who your parent is, to get extra workouts in to become an even better player. So I don't think nothing wrong with the 2-way. So what you think about this whole Bronny situation? Where you think he's going to end up in the draft? Do you think those 2 teams that he's working out for is actually going to pick him? I did see some reports that Wizards, just because the mock draft where they placed him at, he could go to the Wizards. I'm not the Wizards. I'm sorry, the Warriors. The Warriors. He could go there. What you think about all of that?
First of all, I need people online to stop acting like LeBron doesn't have a big ass hand in this, because he does. Like, let's think about it. One, your boy James Jones is the GM for the Suns. Who you won titles with, good rapport with, and he's a pretty decent GM. I'm not gonna say he's great, he's terrible. He's pretty decent. I give him like a B-. As well as, you have said that the people that you would play for, LeBron, are KD and Steph. Those are other people who you will play with for the rest of your career. Like, now, since you've achieved everything. And you also want to play with your son. So it's no surprise that the one team with one of the greatest shooters ever is interested in your son. The team where your boy, who's also close with your other boy, Rich Paul, is interested in your son. And the team who got you and is desperate to do anything to keep you, the Lakers, are targeting your son. It's a big game of chess, but really y'all playing checkers. We see the moves you making. Bronny's going to either be the 17th pick and go to the Lakers, or he's going to be the Suns pick. I think it's the 50th. Or is that the Lakers too?
It was like 52nd.
Yeah. So Bronny's going to go to either one of those teams. I think that if he goes to Phoenix, I don't think LeBron leaves, but I think he signs a shorter contract.
I forgot. I seen a notification the other day. I forgot which team it was. It might have been the Pelicans, but they pretty much waived their first round pick for this draft to 2025. Yeah. So now Lakers are able to get the 17th pick instead of like the 20-something pick.
Yep. Yep.
So that could be in their benefit. That could be in their benefit. For the draft. I've been thinking about this a little bit. I've been trying to look at it from different lenses, different perspective. And it's like the one side of things is like you saying, like we know Bron, you the real GM.
We know.
We know you the commissioner of the NBA at this point.
No, for real.
Like we already know that. So, and I think now he's just trying to get rid of the narrative. I think I don't know for sure, but I feel like it was conversations had behind doors. Yep. Where Bronny was like, I do want to be able to have my own name, even though I know that's it's gonna be hard for me not to be labeled your son. I do want to go out there and try to, create my own name and everything like that. So now Bron is like, nah, we don't necessarily got to play together. Yeah. I just want him to, reach his dreams and everything of that nature. But I think at the end of the day, you still want to play with your son. Even no matter what you tell the media. And there's nothing wrong with that. No. There's nothing wrong with that. But like you saying, I do think he got his hand in all this decision making of where Bronny is going to go.
And let's get the biggest elephant out the room right now. He's not ready for the league yet. And I think that's okay. Because when people hear that now, because there's such LeBron, writers. I'm trying to wipe my mouth for you too. There's such LeBron fanatics. And LeBron, I'm not going to say that one.
The one?
Yeah. They love LeBron so much that anything you say that is not aligned with him or Bronny, you hate. Yeah. No. It is not hate to say Bronny should stay in college for one more year, develop some more, because bro was like the 8th man off the bench. Yeah. He averaged 2 and 3, 4, 2 and 4. That's not an NBA player right now. And if other people are using people, Russell Westbrook averaged about 4 points a game too. Okay, but we saw what Russ could do. Even during that time at UCLA, like he made something of himself, even though he didn't get all the sports and the accolades. And even then, he wasn't a crazy high prospect, but his workouts went well. He didn't limit himself, and he ended up in OKC and flourished. No one's saying that Bronny can't flourish. No one's saying that he can't do good. Yeah. But you have the vast majority of people, even I know people who are strong LeBron fans who are like, he should have stayed in college. Yeah. And that's fine.
That's totally fine. I think it's like with Bron, and we get his situation, his heart issue that he had in the past. We get that, but I think his case, well, not his case, but us criticizing him is no different from any other prospect. Because me personally, I was kind of critiquing Zion away because of just how he was in high school. That was a grown ass man in high school. Yes. But just looking at his highlights and his play, it was just a lot of athleticism. Yeah. He was just using his size to his advantage, and a lot of not his opponents that I was looking at. I was like, these niggas is my size. Hey, my size. So I was like, I don't know if he's going to do that in college. He proved that in college. Yes. You know what I'm saying? He proved that in college, and then he got to the NBA and he did what he did. He just now he just needs to be healthy.
Yeah, that's it.
That's with anybody. Bronny case, I don't think he was like the number one player coming out of high school. He was probably like number 1 or 2 for his position or something like that.
Yeah, I think he was like in the top 30.
Something like that. So I don't think he was like top 10. And we just want to see him play at the next level. But we didn't really get a chance to see that. So that's all we're asking. We just like, we know he got the potential. Yes. We're not talking about potential.
Exactly. We're talking about right now.
We're talking about right now. Like we just wanted to see him play at a higher level. You know what I'm saying? And we wasn't able to see that. So it's not wrong for us to say, no, I don't think he's ready right now. maybe he'll be ready next year.
and that's what I'm saying.
Maybe he'll be ready next year.
Like, could the brother at least have been the sixth man? At least the sixth man next season. Not even start, but he was the eighth. And if you do certain rotations in basketball, 8 to 9 people really playing.
Yeah.
Depending on the team, depending on the system. Like 10, the whole team ain't playing the game. So the fact that you the eighth man, you was like second to next of not really playing.
Yeah.
I wanted to see more of what you can do because all it was he got a chase down block. Cool.
Yeah.
But
fast break points and
that's it. So he scored 2 layups, got a block, and ESPN posting that shit 80 times. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
My point is with Bronny, the young man should have stayed for another year. We know what's going to happen. He's going to get drafted, and it's either going to be by the Lakers or the Suns. I'm not going to be like some people say LeBron's leaving. Like if he does get drafted by the Suns or like the Warriors, I don't think LeBron is leaving. I do think that he would love to play together, and that is his real goal. But I don't see him being drafted to the Suns and LeBron like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah,
I'll give LeBron that much credit. I don't think he's just going to dip. But we know it's about LeBron at the end of the day.
Yeah,
it is. But
so,
you know what?
But yeah, so that's the side. So as looking at it as a fan, I was looking at it that way. But then I try to look at it in another point of view as a father, for in LeBron's case, and I was just like, I'm not gonna lie, it's like, especially with the way life be lifing, for us, it's like, I feel like as for LeBron, I've taught you discipline, taught you commitment, taught you work ethic and everything of that nature. Not necessarily saying I'm giving you an easy route. Yeah. But yeah, go ahead and use my name. Yep. Go ahead and use my name to get where you gotta go. So looking at it in that point of view, is like, I'm not mad at that. Because if you were my kid and I was one of the best players in the NBA, hell yeah. People use nepotism all the goddamn time.
And just because you're a product of, and I'll say this, just because you're a product of nepotism doesn't mean you can't work hard.
Yeah, I think people get that misconstrued.
Yeah,
which is a handout. No, it's not necessarily a handout. You still got to work for this.
Yeah, like example, the movie Straight Outta Compton. People know like Ice Cube's son played him in the movie, and a lot of people thought he just got the role. And it was like, nah, he said my son auditioned. He made sure he auditioned, and he almost didn't get the role. Like
took classes and everything like that. Yeah,
and it's like cool. That was wonderful for his son to portray him in the movie, but he didn't get it because that's his son. Yeah. Like, would Bronny eventually get into the NBA? I would say yes. But at this moment right now, it's hard not to say it's because of your father. Yeah. Because look at other like NBA players or NFL players like whose sons played a sport or another sport. Some of them, your name did help. Yeah. But you also played. Like Sharif O'Neal. A lot of people loved him coming up and Shaq endorsing him coming back after his heart condition. Where is he at now? I don't see nobody talk about him.
Nobody.
D-Wade's son Zaire. He in the Africa League.
Yeah.
We ain't talking about him. We talk about his daddy. But we ain't talking about him. No one talk about Michael Jordan's son. He was an average college player at UCF. Average college player. We really don't talk about Scottie Pippen Jr. like that.
It's funny. That's funny because motherfuckers was getting on, what's his name, Marcus? Yep. Motherfucker was getting on him and his stats. We were like, your daddy is Jordan, bro. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
6 points?
6 points? And they was clowning him. And then they was clowning him. And then they did the comparison with him and Bronny. And like, well, shit. Yeah. He averaged more than Bronny.
Saying, like, come on now. It's
like,
and it's like, it is okay for LeBron James Jr., Bronny, to be proud and to have his father help him. But that should not come at the stunt of your growth. because then at the end of the day, people just gonna say, I'm not gonna say, they're just gonna keep comparing you. Mm-hmm. So that's my thing. Wish he would have stayed in college. We know he's gonna get drafted. LeBron Cinderella story gonna come true. All right, cool. All right.
We get it. What Bobo say? I get it.
Yeah, that's it.
I get it. I get it. Yeah. So I do want to get into some WNBA talk right quick. Before I say what I gotta say, how you like the season so far?
I don't just like it. I love it.
Love it. I love it. Nah, it's definitely reaching my expectations so far.
I agree.
How you think of like the key rookies that they always mention? How you think their play is outside of like Caitlin Clark?
Realistically, outside of Caitlin Clark, everybody is performing how I would thought. Mm-hmm. Like either decent or still good. Like I know, like Angel Reese is averaging, I think, like 6 and 10.
She's
like 8 and 13.
She's 10.
Oh,
so like
10 and 8.
If you want to average it up, like 11 points, 8, 9 rebounds.
Yeah, like I expected her to do that her first year. What Caitlin's doing, I know Caitlin's averaging like 16, 6 and 8, something like that. Yeah. I expect her to get average 20 by towards the end of the season. Cameron Brink, I expect her to do what she's doing. Every rookie is performing well. Yeah. Objectively, if not well, decent. Yeah. And plus it's their first year. So I'm not really gonna be too hard on anybody. Like that's NBA or WNBA. It's just like we just gonna see what you got.
Similar to how I was saying what we were saying about Wemby. Mm-hmm. I was like, should I give him 10 games? Yeah. So we get get familiar with how the NBA roll and everything like that. Mm-hmm. I think that's the same that I was doing with Caitlin Clark. Mm-hmm. But with the WNBA, it's different though. It's like these motherfuckers, they finish a national championship. Yep. They get pretty much drafted the next week. Week after that. And only got like 2 weeks
of training camp.
Mm-hmm. I never played with these people in my life.
Nope.
And then the season is started right then and there. So so you do gotta have like a certain like skill set, or you just gotta bring something. Mm-hmm. You gotta have a specific attribute that you possess to already for it to easily transition already. Like you saying, like Angel Reese, mm-hmm. Like just her aggression, being on the boards and everything like that is gonna work well. Yeah. Cameron Brink, mm-hmm. I think she's averaging like 2.7 blocks, and I think that's like the most for a rookie. Or
I thought it was most in Sparks
or something. It was one of those. I know it's history.
Yeah, it's history.
Either way, it's like a history type thing. So it's like just seeing them play. It's another one. I think her name is Alyssa. If I'm not mistaken, she played for the Minnesota.
Oh, the Lynx.
The Lynx.
Oh, okay. I
think she came from Utah, if I'm not mistaken. Mm. She's playing well as well, so I think everybody's doing good. For the start of the season, I think Caitlin played 10 games already. I think everybody else done played like 7 or 8. So
not everybody started.
Yeah, so it's still early in the WNBA season, so so give it some time. But I think all of the rookies, going to be able to transition well. Kate Martin, she's doing good off the bench for the Aces. Yep. Are there anyone outside the rookies? Is there anyone that you or any team that put you on notice, like, oh, I gotta pay attention to this person, or I gotta pay attention more to this team?
I would say the Dallas Wings, because I like their marketing.
Okay.
I like the Dallas Wings marketing, and like, fellas, yes, some of them girls is bad, we get it, but I like their marketing because they're really showcasing that these women are very, very talented. Mm-hmm. Like, they're not the Aces, but they're not the Fever. They middle of the pack. They're a pretty average team. But it's like you genuinely see the camaraderie with them. You just see the support from the community, like from the Mavericks too. I like them, not just from a play aspect, but from the aspect of like, okay, y'all are doing something very good here, and you want it to be seen. And I fucks with that. Like, you're really growing your community, and you're developing your talent very well. So,
nice.
More attention to the Dallas Wings.
I think my team would be Connecticut Sun.
Okay.
Especially after the first game against Fever, and then watching them, like, where they played 2 games, and the other games that they played against Alyssa Thomas, she's a monster. Easy. Can't get a triple-double.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what.
Some nights that just ain't fair.
What's her name? Carrington. I don't want to mess up your first name.
No.
But Carrington. A dog on defense. Dog on defense.
She got that Pat Bev defense.
Yeah.
Where she here.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like that. But their team overall, what's Thomas' wife's name? Burner?
I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure.
Go ahead and look it up. But their team, like, just seeing them play, like the chemistry that they have together, it just works well. Let's see, Sun. I got it right here. Roster Bonner, Dewana Bonner.
Okay,
that's her name. But yeah, she's about because I think after that first game, she became like the 5th all-time scoring leader in the WNBA. So
congratulations.
She's been around for a minute, but yeah, I like that team. I like that team. And Tom is like that. Tom is like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If y'all don't know who Tom is, that's the one who clothesline Angel Reese.
That was foul, man.
That's the one who clothesline Angel Reese.
She ain't had to hit her like that. Lord have mercy.
Oh man.
She was fucking bitch show out there. I'm like, every day we come on at 8, the game on at 7. What we doing? Like,
right. But
God.
No, it's been good though. Liberty's been playing decent. Sabrina been I think she started off a little shaky, but Sabrina done got her flow down.
Yeah.
I'm just before I get to what I got to say about a specific, the media. Fever suck.
Yeah, the team as a whole.
Fever suck. Like,
yeah,
their team, they ain't got no types of dogs on their team. Like, no type of aggression. Like, they are trash. And just looking at some of their defensive schemes and everything like that, especially like the first 2-3 games that I was watching, like, it was easy for teams, especially Connecticut.
Yeah.
Like, it was easy for them to backdoor.
Yep.
The Fever, like, their head is not on the swivel. How coaches always tell us, see man and ball, but nope, you ball watching too much.
Yeah.
Like, the team is trash, and I hope they do something better, as the season progress or next season. But I don't think they're using Aaliyah Boston correctly.
They're not.
In my opinion, I feel like Aaliyah should be playing way better than what she is. And I looked at some. Of course, I didn't watch all the games, but I was looking at some of the stat sheets for the games, and she's not getting as many. I don't know if she's getting all the touches, but she's not putting that many shots up.
No.
Like, she's not putting that many shots at all. So I feel like if the offense is not running through Caitlin, of course Mitchell, they still got Mitchell. Yeah. She's a bucket because she was like the 4th all-time scorer in WNBA collegiate history.
Yes.
They got Mitchell. She can go get a bucket. But you drafted Aaliyah number 1 last year for a reason. So make sure you use her as well. And it's some games where, because she's not the tallest 5.
No.
But she can go out there and battle a little bit. She can get you, I say, like 7-8 rebounds consistently. I think she got a couple double-digit rebounding games before, but I don't know. I don't like her in that system right now.
Yeah,
she should be used way more than what she is.
I agree. That's you said everything. Just the system needs to be fixed.
That junk is horrible. All right, so to what I gotta say, right? I am, and well, first before I even say it, for all the episodes that we've done, and if I sounded a certain way, and I elaborate on that when I talk more. But if I sounded a certain way on this specific topic, I apologize. All right. So, so the media is continuing the Caitlin Clark narrative, kind of the Angel Reese narrative a little bit. At first, well, when you just go back to college, that's when Oz was first starting to get on women's basketball. And a lot of people would say we talk about Angel as much because of Caitlin. Or vice versa. Both of those arguments can be true. But for me personally, I knew Angel before Caitlin. I ain't gonna say that. I was paying attention to Angel more before Caitlin. Because, she, the Maryland days, and then, her. Not before even all of this. Like, she was already talking shit even when she lost her shoe. Yeah. That one time, got the block.
Yeah. Then it got shit. Another block.
Got the block.
That was good defensive possession.
You know what I'm saying? So
you gotta get credit for that.
Yeah. So they was people was already kind of highlighting those moments for Angel, but when you start watching the game or you see the type of player Caitlin Clark was and is. Of course, she still needs some adjustment in the WNBA, but absolutely, we know the type of player that Caitlin is and how she's going to transform the game, like just elevate the game even farther than what it is now. So when people talk on social media, I try not to get in the rap. I try not to dive deep in there because I know. You may not even be real on the other side of that profile picture. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I try not to put too much of my energy into those types of comments or whatever, but it's kind of seeming like y'all are babying this girl. And I'm not even speaking to just the casuals, right? I didn't see it as much, or unless I was just oblivious to it.
You may not have just seen it as much.
I might not just seen it as much, but now it's not. Now it's more big pages. And of course, on Twitter, I'm gonna always call it Twitter.
That's fine.
Fuck it. On Twitter, you can buy your blue check or whatever, but it's still pages that's been around for a minute that has over 100K followers. There's platforms, sports platforms. I ain't gonna name specifically one, but these big names that got a lot of followers is starting to, dive deep into that narrative. I don't like the narrative. I don't like when people say that people are hating on Caitlin. Maybe there are some that might be. There might be. I ain't gonna say that. But just the overall consensus of all the WNBA players is hating on Caitlin. And then what's his name? Jeff Teague was going on his jump. Was like, y'all should maybe, chill out on Caitlin. Let her do what she do. So y'all can continue. And a lot of people say that. So y'all can continue fly charter. One, not every team is flying charter.
It's only a few.
It's only a few. Not every team is flying charter.
It's the Sky, the Fever.
Ace.
No,
not the Aces.
I
think Lynx did it for that first week.
Mm-hmm. I think the Fever, not the Fever. The Dream.
Maybe I think it might have been them.
But no, it's not.
But it's not all the teams. It's not all the teams.
It is the Aces. It
might be the Aces. Yeah. So it's not all the teams. And you gotta understand, it's still professional basketball.
Yeah,
it's still professional basketball. We know that she gonna go through a transition period, but she's still, besides like the turnovers, the numbers is up there.
Yeah,
for a first year rookie. But I just don't like the baby, like, especially from dudes. Like, it's a professional league. Let them be physical.
Yeah.
We talk shit about Draymond like every goddamn episode. He go out there airballing niggas for whatever reason. But we, you know what I'm saying? For whatever reason. So if they got players like Draymond over there in the WNBA that you're not familiar with, then you may seem to have a problem with it. But that's only because you're a casual and you just started watching the WNBA, where they probably got the similar players or personality of players that's in the NBA. So every hit that Kaylin get isn't always hating. Some of them are competitive plays. Kaylin just got to get in the weight room. She just got to do a couple push-ups before every game, you know what I'm saying? But she holding her own still. But I just don't like, I just hate when people constantly say, and I'm not even talking about the couch, I'm talking about these big platforms, even though ESPN and everything like that, is just let Kaylin rock. Why? We've been in the league for however long. We got a contracts to fulfill. We got goals. We trying to win the championship. Why I need to let her rock?
Right. For
me to be successful. Like, I don't get that.
Well,
I don't get that.
I'll say this. Some of what you said I slightly disagree with. Because I do partially think Caitlyn does get hate. Partially. Because, okay, I do think somewhat she does get hate. Somewhat. Because I say that because I don't think some people are objective with their criticism of her. It's like, okay, I saw someone said, Caitlyn is a turnover machine, bro. I can't argue with that. She is right now. That's fair objective criticism. And I commented, I was like, so how can she fix her game? It was like, be more aggressive, get her footwork a little bit better, and just cut down the turnovers. He said, other than that, she not bad right now. I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
I can't. But then some people are like, man, this bitch overrated. How? Man, because Angel better. And you know there are two different types of players, right? Yeah, but Angel won in college. Wonderful. What? Give me some validity to it. That's hate to me, because you just hating hate.
No, that's hate.
That's hate. That's what I'm saying.
Because you can't compare that.
No.
And that's, of course, yeah. Angel, she got the natty. Congrats.
Like, cool.
You look at but we got to go back to the team aspect of it. You got to go. Angel did her shit, but Kaylin ain't had that many. Players with her. Yeah, of course you had the Kate Martin. What's the name? Hannah. Light skin forward that they got on the team. Yep.
Other than that, the team was just solid role players.
LSU had some dogs. Like, they had a lot of good people on their team, as well as South Carolina. We know what South Carolina is like going to be the new dynasty now. So yeah. And hate on it.
and that's the thing. Like, that's the difference between me being objective and looking at someone being objective, looking at someone hating. Like, someone said that, Caitlyn got to shoot better from three because she shoots 32% right now. But it's like, that's actually not terrible. Right. Shooting 32% from three. Like, because of how far the line is, how many shots you're attempting. Like, the average player in the NBA shoots about 28, 29. So, look, if you look at, like, her and Sabrina shoots, like, in the high 30s. it's like, okay, she's about 5 off from arguably the best shooter in the league right now. That's not terrible. But you can say that it needs to be better. I wouldn't disagree. Yeah. I would say the shot selection does need to be better.
I would say the shot selection, and you gotta look at what she be pulling from. Yeah. But that's what attracted us to Kaylin. Yep. Because she was pulling from that far, and she gonna get hers. Yeah. She gonna get hers. Yeah. Regardless.
So that's why I say I slightly disagree, because no, some of it is hate, but some of it is people being objective. They just may not can word it correctly. Right. But when it comes to like the let her rock thing, I'm not saying I understand, but I'm saying I get it. Because some people, it's like you got to protect the product. Because I forgot what quarterback it was. But someone said that when he got drafted, he got in the league, even coaches would be like, hey, if you get a sack on him, don't like knock the shit out of him. Like grab him and fall. Because that's our investment. Same thing with Kaylin. It's like, you go in the air and you just get a hard foul. That just happens. That's different. Versus like what happened the other day. Like Shawty blatantly like hit her. Like let's be honest. Yeah. That's what that was. But one time deal, it's over with now. Yeah. I'm not gonna stress over it. I don't think either one of them should either. But it's also like, I get that you want to protect the investment. However, this is professional basketball, and that's why I'm with you. Yeah. And other people like, no, we can ensure that everybody is safe. Yeah. However, she should not get special treatment. Exactly. This is professional basketball, and I think that's fair.
And that's the thing too. Like I get that point. Mm-hmm. You understand we understand what she means to the game. Just the game of basketball, not just the women's game. But it's like why we acting like we haven't seen this type of thing before? Like on the NBA side, they made the Jordan rules.
Yeah, they did.
They made the Jordan rules. Like, they was punching this nigga out the air.
Grab him out the air. That was one of the rules.
It was punching this nigga out the air. Like, Detroit was trying to get this nigga out of there. It was a rough journey. Mm-hmm. But his greatness overshadowed that. Like, and he came back knowing like, alright, these motherfuckers gonna beat me up. I gotta get in the weight room. Mm-hmm. So he started lifting weights more. Yep. He got stronger.
Which I agree that Kaylin should also do.
She got to get in the weight room. She got to get stronger. And kind of like, I don't know, kind of, I say LeBron too. I say Kaylin, you can relate to two a little bit. Just his buzz before stepping into the NBA was already big. Yeah. And so her buzz before she even got to the WNBA was huge. Mm-hmm. They already saying she was going to change the game for the better. LeBron got in the league. His teammates hating on him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They on camera with this shit. Mm-hmm. Saying, well, he's his rookie. It's only, we don't know how far he could take us. Who was that? Miles? I think Miles was saying that. Darius Miles. And some other teammates was just hating on him and everything like that. But you gotta think though, like, even though these are the star players in the league, motherfuckers don't want to talk about them all the time. Yeah. You don't have to bring them up every single time. Yeah. Just worry about, you talking to me. Yeah. You're talking to me. Yeah. Let's talk about my game. Let's talk about my team. If we lost, let's talk. Just ask me questions on what I think we could have done better in the game. If we won, ask me those types of questions. Like, I don't need to talk about this girl every single time. Yeah. And some of these, I seen it was people talking about, because the girl that hit her the other night, I don't know her name. Mm-hmm. But
respectfully, we don't.
Yeah, respectfully.
It's not being disrespectful. Mm-hmm.
But they was like, the ones that know her game and everything like that. They was like, yeah, she a little off. Mm-hmm. They said they ain't nothing new. So they was like, even though I don't agree with it, because that's where your mental come into play at, and you gotta play through that types of stuff. But they was like, maybe they was going back and forth throughout the whole game, and she's just trying to send a message. I get that, but I don't necessarily agree with it. But I get it. So you have to look at it in that aspect too. But especially after fuck it, I'm gonna say names. Fuck it. It is what it is, right? Cam and Mace, their show, and I'm not looking. I just look at there for a lot of entertainment. They do be having a lot of good guests on there. They have Floyd on there the other day, Bill Haney, so they have good guests on there. I don't necessarily look at their takes as expertise, though. Right? You know what I'm saying? I just look at it as entertainment, but. You know, especially after Caitlyn got her Nike deal, the shoe, and then Asia Wilson got hers or whatever. But they were just going on saying like the demand for Caitlyn is higher than, you know, Wilson and everything of that nature. Is like I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with that too much. Yeah. Just because of what Wilson already done in the league. Yeah. You can't say the demand is higher. Yeah. For Caitlyn more than Wilson. And cause she got the basketball deal too. But I get the deals. Yeah. But I wouldn't go on publicly and say the demand is higher for Caitlyn because Wilson shows more personality than Caitlyn.
Yeah, Caitlyn's her personality is on the court. Yeah, Asia's is on and off.
And I will also say, and you know, people. I don't know why people just like drama. Like I get that piss eyes on. I don't know. We just a fucked up country. But we are a fucked up country. But we like the drama, and it was, I forgot what was the incident, but people was speaking out. I think Angel Reese was speaking out for something, and then people try to say like, why Caitlyn not speaking out, or I don't know, making a comment about something. I wish I could remember it right now, but I'm like. Shorty don't even be on social media. Nah. Like, you barely hear her talk, bro.
If Caitlyn posts something, it's about what someone else posted about her. It's like an ESPN post or a Complex post. It's like she's just reposting the information that's out. Because, like, I'm proud that I did this. Cool. It's not some story like, what's up, y'all? How we doing? I'm going to Fashion Nova today. You know what I'm saying? She don't do that. Like, that's okay.
That's fine.
That's more so Cameron Brink. Cameron Brink will get on there and be like, I'm going shopping today, y'all. Come shop with me.
Shout out to Cameron Brink just because. I won't go elaborate on it, but
yeah. She's very marketable.
Shout out to her. Yeah.
Her interview with Paul George was cool though.
I didn't watch that.
It was good.
I need to go watch it.
It was a good interview.
I was going with that. But yeah, it was another one. Someone was mentioning just all the deals that Caitlyn was getting, and people was trying to bring. Someone brought Angel Reese into it and everything of that nature, and someone just commented and was like, and this went viral, and it's like only speaking on it because it went viral and it got a lot of reposts on it, and they was like, they was speaking on business, and they try to say Angel don't know business. I'm like, where do you get that from? Like, she done got the Reebok. She got her shoe deal before Caitlyn did. She just became an owner of a soccer team. Yeah. Part-time, minority owner. Yeah. Shit. Her announcement, her WNBA announcement was in Essence, I think. Was it Essence? Like,
like, I'm not gonna say she don't know business, but I'm gonna say she probably has a good business team.
That too. I don't think none of them is good business minded. No. They got, like you say, they got a good team around them.
Yeah, like the best business minded person in sports right now, I'm gonna say is Shaq.
Shaq, yeah,
it's Shaq.
I don't know if you want to talk about active.
Yeah, LeBron, active. Yeah.
I'm not too sure on the women's side at this moment.
At the women's side, I think it's Candace and Lisa.
Yeah.
I'll say Candace and Lisa. Maya Moore too, but she does more social justice.
Social justice and stuff like that. Can't believe he took us from her.
Man!
I can't believe that nigga.
Ah.
No disrespect, but fuck that nigga. you took a go from us, man. You took a go from us.
Anyway, we're not gonna talk about that.
You took a go from us. But
I will say to one of your points, I think that the demand for her is high. Is it higher than Asia's? I would disagree too. But we can agree that the demand is high.
The demand is high.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of dick riding.
And no, I can agree to that. There's definitely some dick riding for Caitlyn. Not as much as like LeBron. Just saying. But there is definitely people who are, and it's the casuals more so who just dick ride Caitlyn. Yeah. Just like I also think there's casuals who dick ride Angel, or casuals who dick ride Steph Curry. Because I saw Gilbert's take, which was woo. But
I wasn't even gonna bring that up, but we might have to talk about it. We might have to squeeze it in. We might have to squeeze that in because we're gonna get to it. Go ahead, finish what you said.
But all I'm gonna say is, for me to like wrap this up for myself, because I'm pretty sure you got more to add. I think that we should just enjoy what they're doing now because it's only gonna get better.
Yeah,
it's only gonna get better.
I just missed the time. I just missed the time in sports, basketball specifically, when we can just appreciate the players.
Yeah.
No matter how you rank them. Because let's be real. Of course, we always had the GOAT debate for a minute. Mm-hmm. But we motherfuckers never pitting Tracy, Carmella, AI.
Yeah.
Who's another one? Like Steve Francis, Stephon Marbury, like those shifty players. Like these was the people. Richmond. These was the people that we enjoyed watching playing basketball, but we never put them in that high top 10, top 5 conversations that we can have debate around them. But now it seems like we at a time where if you're not even considered top 5, motherfuckers think you suck.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers think you suck. Like,
and I personally attribute that a lot to the new media.
Yes, it sucks.
Because it's like the whole like we done with the '90s thing. Like I heard someone legit say Jordan didn't play anybody. So Larry Bird ain't nobody. Magic Johnson ain't nobody. Sidney Moncrief ain't nobody. Okay. Shaq ain't nobody. Shaq ain't nobody. Kobe ain't nobody.
Penny ain't nobody.
T-Mac
Tim
ain't nobody.
Hardaway Sr. ain't nobody.
Chris Mullin ain't nobody. Malone ain't nobody. You right. He played He played plumbers, newspaper boys, janitors. You right. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But it's less dick riding, more appreciation for the game.
Yeah, that's it, man. The conversations around, just shit, sports, music too. Music, I see it a lot now.
Yeah.
Boxing, I see it a lot now.
A lot in boxing.
It's just getting horrible. Like the dialogue around that, and that's it. Yeah, everyone thinks they are expert, and I'm not going. I'm gonna say and talk about the knowledge that I got from experience of playing basketball, being around college team when I was in school, just how they prepare and the strategies that they put into like the practices and everything like that, and coaching. So that's where my opinions is coming from, and I try to, for the most part, y'all might catch me slipping, but at least 90% of the time, 95% of the time, I try to make sure it's logic behind it.
Yeah,
a lot of shit y'all be saying don't make no sense, bro.
Nothing. And
then you try to talk on. Like we was on the WNBA, so you try to talk about the WNBA. Well, you don't have no knowledge on it, bro. Yeah. If I go back on your page and go down to the first post you ever talked about basketball itself, I don't see nothing about the WNBA. I don't see nothing about women's sports or nothing.
Like,
you literally just started 2 years ago, bro. So how you gonna try to educate me, or not even me, just educate people on the sport, the women's sport of basketball?
Yep.
When you don't have the knowledge.
Yep. Because it's like right now, like with the Fever, we were talking about how they suck. Somebody online will say exactly what you said. They suck, but how they suck is gonna be different. Like for example, the Fever rotations are terrible. Line of rotations need work. Your transition defense ain't great. Your help defense is flawed. Like, you're not a great rebounding team. Those are contributing factors to why your team does not do well. Versus like, oh, they just suck. Why do they suck?
Yes,
they ass. Why are they ass? Everybody expert.
But this is also why I hate the popular media. In regards to the Fever or anything of that nature, Caitlin Clark, they would say. And these people that play higher basketball than I did, these people would say, "Well, the team need to move around. They need to create more." And of course, they do, because you need to create sets, for your player to get points and whatever. Create those plays for the team. If Caitlin can't go to the right, you need to create more sets to make her go to the left.
Yep.
So you do got stuff of that nature, but you would see people be like, Fever suck because they ain't giving Caitlin the ball. What? What are you saying? Can you elaborate more on that? She always has the ball. Yep. That's how she got the 10 turnovers the first game. Yep. She always has the ball in the hand. So you got to give me, like you're saying, you got to give me a little more than they got to run the offense through Caitlin more, or just that. It's both sides of the ball, right? We can't just talk about the offense. Yeah, you gotta talk about the defense. The defense is ass, bro. Yeah,
I won't forget. Is ass. It is. I won't forget one time I was talking online to somebody, and it was about free agency because Chris Middleton was a free agent, and I was like, Chris Middleton would fit in good with the Lakers system at that time. And someone was like, "Really? Stop talking out your ass." I was like, "Do you not know what the fuck a free agent is? That means they can go anywhere they want." Yeah. I said he could fit our system. It's true he also could still fit Milwaukee's system. There's probably like 3-4 other teams who he could fit. I'm just saying I would like him on the team because he would fit. But he's a free agent so he can do what he want to do. So we start talking about your ass. What are you going to do? Like, what do you know? But it's always the people who are experts. Everybody expert.
Everyone's goddamn expert. Oh, I probably got more, but I'm going to save it for time purposes.
Fair enough.
We did post a question last week, the Mount Rushmore, the WNBA. So, you want to say yours while I put mine up?
Oh, yeah. Mine are Lisa Leslie, Candace Parker, Maya Moore, and I think I put Sue Bird up there.
Oh, yeah.
Sue Bird.
Sue Bird.
Those, that's my Mount Rushmore.
So, I got the 3 out of 4 of yours. Lisa Leslie, Maya Moore, Candace Parker. And it was a toss up between Cynthia Cooper or Cheryl Swoops.
Oh, I got you.
And I only gave Cheryl the nod because not only her play in the WNBA, but like the influence as well. Like, of course, we talk about the influence, the marketing aspect of it. She was the first female with her own shoe. Yep. She had the air swoop. So that's why I give Cheryl the nod. I mean, and they all got numbers.
Yeah, they all do.
They all got numbers, man.
They all do.
Cynthia was because she came in older when the league first started. So she was that first 4 years, four-time MVP, 4-time Finals MVP. Cheryl is 3 times MVP, 3 times Defensive Player of the Year. So that's major. Yeah. And she first women's player with a Nike shoe. So that's why I give her the nod on that. So that's my 4. Y'all let us know y'all 4. And even though we did the WNBA, if it wasn't the WNBA and just women's itself, Cheryl probably wouldn't have been on there.
Yeah,
I would have put
I'll put Serena. If we were just doing women athletes in general,
like all the way back.
Oh, all the way
professional.
back.
Yeah, all the way back. Cheryl would have been on there, but it would have been a different Cheryl. It would have been Miller.
Cheryl Miller, yeah. That's fair.
Miller would have been on there if it wasn't just strictly the WNBA.
Got you.
Miller was a monster.
That's fair to say that. That's definitely
Miller was a monster. So yeah, any closing thoughts on what we talked about so far?
Said everything. Well, we said mostly everything.
Yeah, mostly everything. Cool. So when we come, we'll take a short break. Once we come back, we're gonna get into the WNBA playoffs, give our finals prediction, and everything of that nature. Talk about our opinions on the all NBA teams as well as the all defensive teams. So we be right back.
Unfiltered Brothers is on Patreon. Be sure to become a member and show your support for the podcast. Your support will help us invest in our business to help the podcast grow and expand our brand. There are 3 tiers you can choose from. Get early access to the audio and video a day before the episodes are available on streaming services and YouTube. Be the first to know about special announcements and get access to exclusive episodes or content. Also, 10% of Tier 3 will also be donated to a charity of our choice at the end of each year. So thank you in advance. Now back to the episode.
And welcome back to You Reaching or Teaching. We're going to go ahead and get into the all NBA teams, all NBA defensive teams. Let's start defensive first because I think that's going to be shorter.
Yeah.
So the first team, we had Rudy Gobert, Victor. Let me just start saying these niggas' names by the one name. We had Wemby on there, Bam, Herb Jones, and AD for the first team. Second team, we have Alex Caruso, Jalen Suggs, Derek White, Drew Holiday, and Jaden McDaniels for the second team. So, and Victor made history once again as being the first rookie to be selected first team all defense. So, what you think about the first and second team and the positionless?
I would have swapped it. It being positionless is interesting. Like, I don't have a very strong opinion on it right now. Even like when I saw our list, I was just like more so accepting of it. Yeah. But I would switch McDaniels and Bam.
Okay.
That was it. I would just switch them.
Yeah. And yeah, like you saying, it was interesting, especially the defensive ones. I don't know if I would have changed that into positionless because you got to think about the work that the backcourts do, like the guards do. You know, being the front line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got to put in the most work in order for you to have a good chance of, you know, help defense and getting your block and everything of that nature. So I think out of Rudy, Wemby, AD, shit, kind of similar to you, honestly. I say Herb is. I don't really have an opinion on Herb because I really didn't watch him.
He's a good defender.
Watch him too much. I did see him last season, and I know he was a good defender, but I didn't watch him too much this year. So yeah, I just feel like I'm fine with it, but I do feel like some guards need to be in that first team.
Fair enough.
Because you're doing the most of the running around.
Yeah.
So
I agree with that.
So yeah. But other than that, I think I'm fine with everything else though. All right, so NBA first team, we're gonna start there first. So these people's been selected pretty much the last 2 years.
Right.
So first team, we got Joker. That's his fourth first team selection. We got SGA. That's his second back-to-back first team selection. Luka, his fifth consecutive first team selection. You got Tatum, third consecutive first team selection. And then you have Giannis, sixth consecutive first team selection. Then you go down to second team. We have Jalen Brunson, Anthony Edwards. Those two all NBA debuts. We got AD, KD, and Kawhi Leonard. AD, that's his fifth all NBA selection. KD 11th and Kawhi Leonard 6th. Then you go down to the third team. We have LeBron James, who makes his 20th. You got Steph Curry, makes it his 10th. Sabonis, that's his second selection. Then we got Halliburton. That's his first time. And then you have Devin Booker making his second selection.
Gotcha.
Before we get into the snubs, would you switch any of those 15 players around?
The only person I would not have had on there. Okay, I'll say that. I don't have any switches. It's more so a snub. So I'll say that.
Go ahead and say that then.
So my snub, I wouldn't have Booker. I think Booker had a good season, but I wouldn't have put him on third team. I would have put Wemby on third team.
That's interesting.
I would put Wemby on All-NBA third team, and I would have took Booker out.
That's interesting.
That's just me. That's just me.
So snubs, I would say. So I kind of have like two snubs. One would be Maxey.
Yeah,
I thought Maxey should have got at least third team.
That's fair.
Well, both of the people that I'm about to say should be. I say third team, no higher than that. And Fox.
Yeah,
I think Fox could have got a selection this year.
Fox could have got a selection this year.
Especially just looking at the numbers and what he was, what he's doing. And of course, we can't say team record is a thing when Steph didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So we can't. So we have to throw those critiques out the window.
Yeah.
If Steph is on there. So, but I get into who I think they should have replaced the last. But honestly, if I wanted to switch one, me personally, I would have picked Bron second team.
Okay.
And Kawhi 13.
That's a fair argument. That's a fair argument.
I think both of them played probably around the same amount of games.
Both had good seasons.
Good season. Both have good seasons. Just the load that each of them carry.
Yeah.
For their team, I would have picked LeBron over Kawhi for that reason. Of course, Kawhi had PG. James Harden woke up. And then you know what I'm saying? James Harden woke up. And then Kawhi, Russ coming off the bench was helped the Clippers season go better. What was it, 4th seed? Yeah, there was a 4th seed. So snubs. Y'all might hate what I'm gonna say. So if I'm going with those two, Maxey and Fox, I agree with you. I don't think Booker should have been there.
Yeah.
He did have a good season.
We can say that.
He did have a good season, but he started. I feel like he started slow.
Yeah, he did because he was the point guard now.
Yeah, he started slow, and then you got KD and Bill on your team now.
But Bill didn't play for him.
Yeah, Bill, he was just out. He might as well retire too. That's another story.
Damn.
That's another story. But if I had to play somebody else, these two can be up in the air. Halliburton and Curry can move out the way.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like Curry made it this year, kind of for name purposes, for popularity purposes.
I can see that.
You have KD. This was the year that KD, LeBron, Curry didn't make it past the first round.
Yep.
Curry wasn't even in it.
Yeah.
So in order to keep that legacy alive, go ahead and throw Curry name in there. I'm not saying he had a bad season, but of course, the team was a little handicapped. Draymond, got the dukes up.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And you gotta think, Clay went 0 for 10 that last game.
Look,
Clay went 0 for 10 for that last game.
I was thinking about this Warriors team, bro, and along with that, I think that stuff that was rumored with Wiggins may be true.
I think it is, too.
I think it is, because it's like, bruh, you went from almost finals MVP.
Getting your bag.
to you was unplayable. I'm like, it's got to be true at this point. Like, because what's affecting you? I need to know.
Bro, something was going on with Buddy that just threw his game completely off. And, like, that whole...
I forgot he was out there sometimes. I'm like, who 22? Oh!
Bro, the whole Warriors locker room need a change.
Everybody need therapy in that. Like,
everybody need therapy. Something in there.
Everybody need therapy now. Maybe step 2. We don't know what's going on at the house with Aisha.
But I think Curry could have moved around. I think Halliburton could have moved around too, because the way he started the season was all NBA worthy. But after his injury, and he came back, I feel like his play declined a little bit. Yeah. After he came back from injury. Yeah. And it's only because of the 65 rule. Mm-hmm. I feel like he rushed back, and like they was probably giving. What was his injury?
I thought it was hamstring.
So
I knew it wasn't nothing like ACL territory, but it wasn't nothing simple like a cut.
Medical probably in the back, just giving him all types of shots and stuff to numb the pain. It was after I'm not sure. I think it was after the Knicks, one of the Knicks games.
Oh yeah. Where
after the press conference, that man was just he barely could walk. After he got up from the table and started walking back, I was looking like, damn, like this nigga can't even walk.
No,
like,
I said they shot Joel Embiid with a horse tranquilizer.
They had to.
Like, bro, fan was blinking with one eye. I was like,
had to.
I'm like, no, time out.
Yo.
Fuck the game. The hospital.
Yo, I don't know what type of shit they got going on, man.
God.
But, yeah. He just looked. Yeah, he just looked like.
Get back in there.
Get your ass in there. Yes, I don't know what they be giving these people. But
God.
Yeah, definitely that second half, especially after All-Star break, I just feel like his play was still up there, but it wasn't as the first half of the season. So
I agree.
I thought he could have moved around. I thought Maxey, especially with Joel Embiid being out that long and still able to get the team. What is it like? What did they finish? Not necessarily the playing game. Before the playing game, did they finish 7th?
Philly?
Yeah. They still finished 7th. So, and his numbers wasn't that bad. 25.9, you could say 26. 3.7 rebounds, 6.2 assists per game. And then you look at the Fox numbers better than Curry. You got 26.6, 4.6 rebounds, 5.6 assists, and he was tied for the assist leader.
Yeah.
I'm not assist leader, steal leader.
Yeah.
For 2.0 steals. Curry numbers was 26.4, 4.5 rebounds, and 5.1 assists. That's why I said it's just the name.
Yeah.
It's the name at this point.
That's a fair take.
Yeah, so Curry could definitely move around. My fault, Curry, even though you're one of my favorite players. But you can move around.
Yeah.
But you had some beef though.
Who, me? Yeah.
You said you had something to say about LeBron. You said LeBron fans, or was that just more Bronny?
That was more of the Bronny situation. Okay. I'm cool with LeBron making an All NBA team this year, 2nd or 3rd. Realistically, I was fine with that. That was it.
I was coming here ready to debate you.
No. It was fine for him. It was fine for him to make an All NBA team this year. It was absolutely fine for him to.
Do you think? I ain't really put him in there. Do you think Jaylen Brown got snubbed?
It's debatable. That's really all I got.
It's debatable, but I'm fine with them being there. I'm fine with them not either. But yeah. So, NBA playoffs.
We made it.
We are here. We are near the finals. Who was that start? The 6th, I believe.
6th or the 5th.
One of those. So it started this week.
This week.
We here. So we got Boston versus Mavs. Just going back to like the conference finals. I kind of figured Boston was gonna get them out of there quick.
Yeah.
I feel like Boston had the easiest route to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
No disrespect to the talent, but it is what it is.
Yep.
First round, Miami Heat, no Jimmy Butler.
Yep.
I don't even know how they pulled off one game. You got them out the way.
Mm-hmm.
Had the Cavs the second round.
Mitch got hurt.
And Jared Allen wasn't playing the whole series.
Yep.
Got them out the way. I'm not sure how they got one game. And they blew y'all out that game.
Mm-hmm.
Conference finals. You got the Pacers.
Halliburton got hurt.
But me personally, I thought y'all would have swept that regardless.
Yes.
I wanted to see a Knicks Celtics conference finals.
Me too.
But
they had 6 players.
I'm about to say, of course it would have got to the point where it's like, y'all don't got no more in the gas. Like, majority of y'all players, key players, were hurt.
Yep. So
the fact that y'all got that far says a lot.
That does.
Shout out to Brunson.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't a Knicks fan, but I like the underdog shit. Man. So, and you probably like my height. So
Brunson's out there playing like rent was due.
Yeah, like, nah, fuck that. I gotta get this check.
No, for real.
I gotta get this check. Brunson went out there and did his thing, man. But it wasn't. I knew it wasn't gonna last long, especially once y'all got to the Celtics. Yeah, that was gonna be over. But
yep.
Hell of a season for the Knicks. Honestly, this is the first time I've been excited to watch the Knicks.
Yeah.
Since Melo.
Same.
So shout out to the Knicks. Going over to the West, it was one of the toughest roads to the finals. First time since 2000. I think they said first time since 2010 where a team reached the finals. And they beat 350
plus
teams.
Yeah, that's true.
So the last one was 2010. That was the Lakers, and they went on to beat Boston in the finals. So Mavs beat Clippers first round, Thunder second round, Clippers 4 seed, Thunder 1 seed. Then they beat Minnesota.
It was the 4th.
Third.
The
seed.
third. Yeah.
Third seed. Number one defense. Number one defense in the league. You have Ant becoming a superstar, if not already.
Yeah.
That last commercial he just did was fire.
It was
fire. The defensive player of the year.
Yep.
Rudy, and you had the 6th man of the year, and then you had this a guy that's on the second team, all defensive team on your team. So that was a shock.
Yeah.
I did not see that coming. I originally picked Wolves.
I told y'all that man Luka bad, man.
I originally picked Wolves, man. But I forgot the way Luka was playing. I knew he would have been a slave owner back in the day. I knew he would have been a slave owner back in the day the way he was doing them niggas, bro.
Luka was cooking them like Sunday dinner, boy.
And Luka is special. Anytime I hear someone, every time someone is talking about Luka and where he started his pro career, I feel like the age get younger. One time I heard it was 15.
Yeah.
The next time I heard it was 14. I heard somebody say this nigga started when he was 13 years old.
I need to hear the truth.
As a pro.
I thought 16.
I see. I didn't even hear that. When I first originally heard it, it was 15. He was 16 when he played Russ. But I think he was already in the league for a few for a minute then.
I need to go look this up.
Yeah.
I need to go look this up.
But so yeah, we gonna get to looking all that. But how you feel about this matchup?
For the finals?
Yeah.
Mavs in 7.
Mavs in 7?
Mavs in 7.
Ooh. What's gonna be the key?
The key for the Mavs is to win.
Yeah.
The key for the Mavs is to not beat themselves.
Okay.
Because respect to Boston, I'm not scared of Tatum. I'm not scared of Brown. The only person I'm scared of, the only two people I'm worried about is Drew Holiday and Derek White. Because they're gonna be
the factor.
They're gonna be the factor. I'm worried about that because Drew can get you 20 with 3 steals, or he can get you 15 with 9 assists and 3 steals.
Yeah.
Derek White can become Klay Thompson Game 6 out of nowhere, or he can become Tony Allen on defense.
Yeah.
So if I'm Denver, I'm thinking of plays in which to get around them because I'm not worried about Tatum and Brown on defense.
Right.
All due respect.
Who are you matching the Celtics up with?
Celtics
and this is, and I'm not sure if Porzingis is going to be back or not.
It's still questionable.
But I did see a lineup where they pit Porzingis at the 5, but I'm not sure. But let's just say he's not playing for game 1,
right?
And they got Horford, at the 5. Who are you matching them up with?
Sticking with the main lineup. Luka, Kyrie, Gafford. Shoot, I'm blanking on the brother's name. Just PJ and
Jones. Derek Jones.
And Derek Jones. I'm sticking with that lineup so that way I can have Lively off the bench. I wish their bench was a little bit better 3-point shooting, but
who are you pitting?
For the Celtics?
Who are you pitting on? Luka? Who are you pitting on? Kyrie?
Ooh, okay. Mine is off rip Derek White on Luka, just because he's bigger than Drew. And I'll put Drew on Kyrie because Drew guards Kyrie pretty well. Then I would put Tatum on PJ, and I'll put Brown. I would put Brown. Yeah, I would put Tatum on. Actually, I would put Brown on PJ, and I'll put Tatum on Derek Jones because that way, Derek Jones, he can get you like 6 points and 5 boards, but that's not going to make Tatum gas. So I would do that. And then, of course, Gafford got Horford.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty fair matchup.
I like that.
But if it's like fourth quarter, we either up 4 or down 4, Drew, you on Luka. Because that way you can be lower because you're shorter than him, so you can swipe at the ball more. And then Derek, you taller than Kyrie, so you can get into like the help space and cut off passes. That's the main switch I'm making right there. Gotcha. If it's late fourth quarter, close game, I'm switching y'all.
Gotcha. I like that because I was thinking because once again, and I'm watching. I don't know about you, but it's when I watch basketball now, I'm trying to watch it in a different lens, not just as a fan, but understanding, the lineups, the schemes that they got going on, and everything of that nature, and just looking at the last series with Mavs and Minnesota, I'm coming in thinking, bro, like y'all have the best defensive team. I feel like y'all beat Denver because of y'all length.
Yep.
And things of that nature. So I was thinking like, okay, you play the Mavs now, they don't have the length.
Yeah.
So I feel like they should have went into that series taking advantage of that. You got Ant, who's gonna get a bucket. You got Cat, who I don't know, he just disappeared from us that whole series, but he just thinking he a guard now.
Yeah. And
not using his size, so not taking all of that into consideration and knowing Rudy is not an offensive threat at all.
At all.
Barely a defensive threat if we want to be honest. And let's kind of touch on that right quick.
Of course.
Touch on that right quick. So, yes, he's a defensive player of the year. Yes, he's not known for playing on the perimeter.
Yeah.
But being a defensive player of the year, meaning you're defensive minded, where you getting caught in those situations, you know what to do. If you get caught on the perimeter, especially like the play that Luka, the step back 3 over him, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why you're what was that? They were down 2, shot the 3, went up 1. So why not push him to the basket? Why even allow him to think he about to shoot this 3?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then like just to help him, like he's sometimes Gafford be at the 3-point line and he's playing Gafford. I'm like, he's not gonna shoot that out there. Now you're known for helping, being a help for help defense. So go ahead and slide your ass back down, and play help defense. Like, it's just certain things that he was doing on the court where I was like, bro, that's not no defensive player of the year would do that.
Nope.
So I'm not giving an excuse that he can't play on the perimeter. Shit, he barely can play in the paint. We see what Jokic did to him. But
that wasn't even barbecue chicken.
That
was a whole course.
Crazy.
A buffet.
But going back to what I was saying, just like going back to that series, I understand how matchups work. Yeah. And how you can take advantage of certain situations. Yep. So looking at Boston and Mavs, I was looking at it closely. I think, I'm not sure depth-wise. I still got to look at, see which one is more deep. But just looking at the starting five, I was like, of course, Boston is more talented. Yeah. Way more talented. Like, I feel like that's the complete team over there. But just seeing what PJ and Derrick Jones bring to the table for the Mavs, I was like, okay, this can be a more balanced series than we've had from both sides.
I'll tell you exactly who they are right now, too.
What's that?
Lamar Odom and Metta World Peace. In 2010, that's exactly who they are right now. And PJ is
who you got?
PJ is Lamar, and Derek is Metta.
Gotcha.
That's exactly who they are right now. Because they little bit be a lot. Yeah. Like PJ hit you like 2 threes from the corner.
That corner three.
It's like,
and it always come in the clutch.
Yep. It's always in the clutch.
He usually he's not as consistent throughout the whole game, but once you get to that. He sparked a lot of those fourth quarter
those runs
comebacks. PJ get them motherfuckers in that corner. He gonna hit that bitch.
And like, I'm not the biggest Derrick Jones fan, but he gonna play defense.
He took a leap from when he was on Miami. What was it, Miami? To this, like, the road, what he's doing for the Mavs, and that's the thing too, is like, I'm not necessarily, because honestly, all those series for Boston was boring to me. All those series was boring.
I watched Game 4 though with Indiana. It was entertaining.
Yeah, it got better. It got better, but yeah. But with the Mavs, like, we talk about Luka, talk about Kyrie, but those two pickups, PJ, Shea Gafford, and Shea Jones, Jones too. So the three, but then you have Hardy coming in. Yeah. And doing what he doing off the bench.
It's crazy because when I hear his name, I be thinking of wrestling. I'm like,
right,
basketball.
Right. So you have people like that coming in, and making an impact, for the team. So I was looking. So similar to the matchup you were saying, I was kind of looking at that for Mavs, because I was like, okay, you got Tatum and Brown, who are two-way players. They play offensively. You're gonna need the dogs on them, and on the defensive end, they can hold their own. But then I was like, okay, I don't care who you got. Luka gonna get his.
Yeah, Kyrie
gonna get his. But who can they defend on the defensive end where they not gonna be as gassed on the offensive end? So the matchups you just said was pretty much my matchups for Luka and Kyrie on the defensive end, because you don't want any of them getting caught up on Tatum or Brown. Yeah. And with Brown, we kind of see what he did to Steph in the finals 2022, where he's going to get in the post. He's going to try to post him up, get him in foul trouble, and everything of that nature. So hopefully Kyrie going to get caught, and in the pick and roll or whatever, where they got to switch. So, but I think Luka gonna get his, Kyrie gonna get his, Tatum gonna get their, Brown, but it's gonna be, like you say, it's gonna be Holiday, Derek White, and then it's gonna be PJ and Jones, whereas those players, if they play, whoever played the best out of those two, is going to win the series.
And if I could be completely honest, I don't think Porzingis needs to come back.
I don't think he don't either.
I don't think he need to come back because he gonna mess up their flow because he's just gonna do what Cat did, sit on the perimeter, and that's what fucked them up.
Yep.
So I don't think Porzingis coming back. Like, and I would personally be the one to tell him, like, hey, KP, Unicorn, my dog, sit this one out.
Yeah.
Not because we don't want you to play, but because one, I'd rather you rest and keep training and get ready for next season. But what we got going on right now, you would mess with the flow and we would be in tight positions. Because let's think, that closing lineup would be Horford, Tatum, Brown, Holiday, and Porzingis. So now you don't got Derek White as your perimeter defender. Yeah, you got Brown now, but you got Porzingis, who is like, some games he look like prime Dirk, some games he look like what the hell. I think he gonna mess up their offensive scheme. So it's the same thing how I felt about Tyler Hero, coming back.
Yeah,
when they played in the finals, against Denver, I was like, Hero shouldn't come back because you're gonna mess up Max Strus. You're gonna mess up the other brother.
Yep.
You're gonna mess up Caleb Martin.
Yeah.
I was like, you're gonna fuck up their flow, and it's like, it's not personal. It's just like, because look what happened when he came back. He had a great game, but they got their ass beat.
Facts. Yeah, I don't think he should come back either. I was saying that too. But I think that I feel like the matchups with Tatum and Brown versus like Jones and Washington is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Especially with, I think Jones going to be better because of his length.
Yeah.
I think his wingspan is shit. I mean, his wingspan got to be like 7 feet. His arms look long as shit. So, because I know, Tatum, he's good with, one-on-one.
Yeah.
So I think Boston's going to, even though we see it already, but I think they're going to try to depend on having Horford on that 3-point line so they can free up the paint and everything like that and try to make it more one-on-one than anything else. So, and I think with like you're saying, with Jones' length, I think he can offset that a little bit. So I don't think it's going to be as easy for Tatum and Brown when you have Jones and Washington.
Because PJ big.
Yeah.
That's going to be something that I did know about Jaylen Brown's game. Is like, when he goes against bigger small forwards or shooting guards, he's not easy to back you down.
Yeah.
Because like, he can do that with a Steph. He can do that with a Clay. You can't do that with Draymond even now. Like, he can't do that with, damn sure can't do that with Giannis. He couldn't do that with LeBron. He couldn't do that even with like Rui. He couldn't do that either. It's like, so it's like PJ, like, y'all like same height, but you got like 25 pounds on them. Yeah. You better muscle that motherfucker. Like, but
facts.
Yeah. So I got Mavs in 7.
Mavs in 7.
The Porzingis plays Mavs in 6.
Yeah. It's like Boston has the team for it. Boston should win, but I want Mavs to win.
I want the Mavs to win.
As a Lakers fan, I don't need. Once we win ours, and then y'all can get another one.
Yeah.
I don't need y'all going back up on us. Before we get our next one. So, but I think looking at it, because the only person that has that experience. I was talking to somebody. I think it was my supervisor. I was talking the other day. I was like, on the Mavs, Kyrie is the only one with the finals experience.
Right.
How many times?
15, 16,
17, 18. So 4 times. But then you have Luka, even though he hasn't been that far in the NBA, bro. That man been a MVP for a whole country.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At a young age, and the way people been talking, like, those crowds over there is different. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like Luka, and that's why I kind of gravitated to when he first got in the league because I was like, man, this nigga playing like I'm here, like
he's not fazed by no pressure. It's crazy,
and that's why he was and when he did a interview, he was like, yeah, it's way easier to score in the NBA. I was like, I believe it.
Yeah, I believe it.
I said, I believe it.
Nah, I was gonna say this for reaching and teaching, but I'll say it now. I'm telling you, bro, because I said this a couple of episodes. Luka gonna be in that category with D Wade. He not gonna get a regular season MVP, but he gonna get a Finals MVP.
I hope not. Though.
I hope not. But
though,
it's headed that direction. It's because look, it's headed that direction. Look who his competition is. Ant, SGA. You still got Giannis. Still got Joker. Wemby.
I think, but nah, you're right. Especially when they play both sides of the ball. And not saying Luka gotten better.
Yeah. In
the playoffs, Luka got better.
Yeah.
So I think he's been hearing the criticism of this nigga don't play no defense at all.
He's like, I don't.
He's gotten better, but I don't know though, because I feel like even unless Ant take a crazy leap,
still got Ja. I forgot about that.
Still got Ja. I just feel like, Luka just brings something special, that generational talent that we, that we talking about. I just feel like he brings something different, man. Like the passes, and I ain't gonna get into it, but on Gibbs Arena, they talking about I don't know if it started on there. I think somebody started on social media, but there was like who's more talented versus Luka and LeBron. And I was like, bro, that's a dumbass question. Because I was like, I was going with LeBron. But then I was looking, I was like, well, I still going with LeBron just because what he can do defensively and his athleticism. That kind of helps in that case. But I was looking at Luka play, bro, and I was like, I don't know. It's not a lot of motherfuckers that can do what Luka can do, especially some of the passes that I be seeing him do. It's like, nah, Luka different, bro.
He is.
Luka is different. Luka is different, but Mavs. What you going?
I said Mavs in 7. If Porzingis plays Mavs in 6.
I got Mavs 7-2.
Okay.
I got Mavs in 7-2. Once again, Celtics should win, but I cannot bring myself to go for the Celtics. Nah. Fuck that.
Yep.
Mavs in 7. That's my final answer. Y'all let us know who y'all rocking with for the finals. Start this week. Then we're gonna get into reaching or teaching. So for this one, Coach Stan Van Gundy, he's been calling for the TNT ones, calling some of the games, and he went on to say he changed it a little bit, but the last thing he said was Luka and Kyrie is the most talented offensive duo when you talking about backcourt ever in the NBA. Some people disagree with them, but I think they was misunderstanding what he was saying, because it's a difference between best and talent. Like most talented. So Stephen A did his top 5 duos. I see a couple other people talk about their top 5 backcourt duos. It was kind of like the same. For the most part, it was kind of the same group of the 5 duos that they was talking about. Of course, you had the Stephen Clay. The Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars. Who else they put in there? They had
Ray and Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce is 3.
Yeah, my fault. Ray and Rondo. I did see someone tell me. Well, someone told me that Ray and Rondo.
They did have Luka and Kyrie in there, but it was like they put them down at like 4 or 5. So reaching or teaching?
I think it's reaching, but it's understandable. If we talking the best, nah, because I would have Derek Fisher and Kobe above them.
They was
like, and I'm not being a Laker fan. I'm just like Derek Fisher, defensive monster, great playmaker, can hit you a nice 3 every now and then Kobe, enough said. But it was reaching, but I get it because of how talented they are.
I like see.
Yeah.
So based based on just that, not anything else, I'm gonna say he teaching.
Okay.
I'm gonna say he teaching. Not saying they're the best, but we just talk about talent. And I kind of had this debate, and y'all can go back to the old Unfiltered arguments that we had on Unfiltered Brothers, but it's kind of go back to the debate when I was talking about Michael Jackson and Chris Brown. Even though it's strong, Mike is going to be the ultimate GOAT. And it's some things you can't replicate.
No, you can't replicate that.
Some things you can't replicate. But I personally said Chris Brown was more talented.
Outside of music? We're not gonna have
that conversation. We're not gonna have the conversation. We can go back to that. Even within in music. But when you look at once again, when you look at Luka and Kyrie, bro, especially with Kyrie, and we just talking about offensively. We're not talking about defense. So when you throw in those factors, I say he's teaching because we have some great backcourt duos. But what Kyrie can do with the ball, bro, is special, bro. Yeah, like his ball handling ability, how he can finish at the rim, how he can change his body in mid-air, adjust. Yeah. Even though he's not a shooter like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, but he can shoot the ball. Yes. He can shoot the ball. And then Luka is Luka. Yeah. He got five consecutive first teams for a reason. Yeah. Like what he can do with the ball on the offensive end, I don't think no one can debate that. Like what he can do with the ball, what the plays that he can make, like, and he got like a slow pull up, but who's stopping it? Yeah. But I think that goes to him being. I think he's taller than what he's listed.
I think he's taller than what he's listed.
He's listed because I be like, bro, it feel like it's taking that man 10 seconds to shoot the ball, and no one is blocking it. No, he be having the slowest step backs, but no one is blocking it. So it takes some type of a crazy skill set, to be able to get a bucket whenever. So on the offensive end, I say he did teaching because you ain't gonna tell me, but maybe Steph, but you ain't gonna tell me Klay is more talented than Kyrie offensively. Yeah, you ain't gonna tell me Joe Dumars is more talented offensively than Kyrie. Even Derek Fisher. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm just picking one person. The other people you can debate: Isaiah Thomas, Steph Curry, Kobe. But we talking about duo. Yeah. So we talking about these two together. So when you talk about those two together, I say they teachers.
And that's fair. That's why I said, even though I said it was reaching, it's understandable. Yeah. Because I'm looking at it in the lens of like accomplishments, longevity, things like that. Right. But if we're just looking at it as talent,
you can't rank them higher than any of those duos because they haven't won anything.
Yeah, because if we're just looking at talent, that's fair. Yeah. And I wouldn't disagree.
And that's why I'm sticking at. I do want to say something before we get out of here.
Got you.
All right, man. Stephen A., you probably won't even hear this, but I'm gonna have to get off my chest anyway. Yo, stop disrespecting Kobe, bro. Yeah. Stop disrespecting Kobe. So the conversation came up where a lot of talk is happening now with that Kyrie is going back to the finals. I haven't really seen it too much, but people saying like now more debates is coming up where he ranks as a point guard, but then other debates are coming up where he ranks as the number 2 option, right? So Stephen A. starts talking about that. I'm not sure if you've seen it or not. Stephen A. starts talking about that, and then he was like, well, he can't be the greatest number 2 if he win, blah, 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 because you got to think. You talking about Scottie Pippen. Mm-hmm. I was like, okay, I hear you. Mm-hmm. It was a sack, but it's just how he worded it.
Right.
You got Scottie Pippen. You know, that's 6 championships behind Jordan. And then he goes on and say, you know, well, you got Kobe as a sidekick to Shaq. I'm like, bro, can we leave that narrative where it's at?
Yeah. Granted,
Shaq from I say 99 through 03 maybe. I think those are like his more dominant years. So if you're dominant like that, but you're not a closer in a fourth, how can you be considered a number 1 option?
Yeah.
If your second option is averaging just as much as you, how can you be a first option?
Yep.
Kobe was the one closing these games. Like,
it's true.
Just because you're this big physical specimen, that no one can hang with you. Of course, yes, you on my team. Yes, get your big ass in the paint. Yes, I'm gonna throw it there to you. Yes, get your points.
Yeah.
But I got just as many points as you do. I just hope out of all of these playoff series.
Yep.
So who's the number 2? Like, it's either gonna be 1A, 1B, but it can't be no 1 and 2. Like, I just hate people doing that.
No, I get
doing that to Kobe, because Kobe did so much more at a young age. 22. You talking about Luka, comparing Luka to LeBron at 25? Kobe was doing this at 22. So come on now, relax, Stephen A.
No, yes,
I'll run up on you. But I'm good. You got any closing thoughts?
Nah.
Basketball talk. We'll probably get to that generational thing the next episode, because I did feel when I was watching that, I was like, yo, this nigga tripping, because he said some other shit too. Gary, you be saying a lot of shit that be like,
that's true.
You like, nigga, you look. I understand we should, we should appreciate y'all takes, being former NBA players, being around these greats, so you definitely have more knowledge of certain things more than someone like myself. But I went to school too.
Yep.
I got 2 degrees, and I be knowing bullshit. I see bullshit every day working with these students. You be saying some bullshit sometimes, bro, and I be getting on McCants a lot.
Yeah.
He do be saying some bullshit, but you be saying some bullshit too. So we gonna touch on that
next time, because
outside of generation thing, he said something else too. I think he said something about Angel Reese, saying he called Caitlin Clark a superstar, but not Angel Reese. How can that be the case?
But that's the great point that we can say next time.
Exactly. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep it at that. Once again, appreciate y'all for always supporting us.
Absolutely.
Follow the page, Reaching or Teaching. Instagram, Facebook, Reach or Teach 24 on Twitter. Reaching or Teaching. TikTok now, so go to TikTok. Pretty much episode clips. I might mess around, finals is coming up, so we might get instant reaction videos and stuff like that. So follow us on TikTok, follow the Woke Podcast. Follow the Woke Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Unfiltered Brothers, Apple Podcast, Spotify. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, watch these videos. Any other shout outs you need?
Shout out to my sponsor at Charlotte Clothing.
Yes, sir.
I already know. Go get you some gear. DM me at Instagram _Lens15. If you want my promo code, you get 15% off. Shout out Katana Creations, who does all the anime embroidery work. And really, that's all I got. I'll see y'all next episode.
Yep. So with that, y'all stay blessed, y'all stay safe, and we out here.